stream right now anyway. Oh God. Oh God. What? Just want to see if we are. Those you just joining me as I scroll through to see if I'm on. There we go. Cool. I'm on. All right. So this means we're starting. Hey everybody, welcome back, or I should say, I'm back. So it's been a while since I made videos, lots of stuff going on, and well, I've been on a journey, a personal journey. Some things that happen in a personal life I'm not going to talk about because it's not about that right now. But I want to thank CD Projekt Red for sending me this awesome shirt and this lanyard. Means the world to me. You know, it's just I'm emotional because it means so much, and I thank Powell and everybody at CDPR for just thank you. That's all I can say. I don't get too emotional, teary-eyed and stuff, but it means a whole lot. But why y'all are all here, and this deck's gonna be posted on YouTube and Gwenify, is I've made a deck that's got me to rank 11, as you see up there, and my own personal creation. I think you're gonna like it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty good. It works well. The only thing that's it's a consume deck, hence the name, the Incredible Edible Egg on stream. And let's see if I can get to it here. It is Scooby Snacks with Breed. So the normal decks you see are with Dagon, and they're really good. But my deck is this kind of a spin-off of my Scooby Snack deck that I made. And I really like it. This deck is pretty nasty. It's one of the only decks I've seen that utilize the Harpy eggs, which is why it's called the Incredible Edible Egg. It's a lot of fun. It has a lot of burst potential, and the reason why it's used with Gels is to maximize the value of the eggs. So it has the Neckers. You notice there's no Necker Warrior to make more of them. It doesn't rely on a big Necker presence like most Swarm decks, the most common ones right now. It relies on control burst and winning around through Gels and eggs. You're eating eggs, and so we'll go through what each of the individual cards are for. You definitely want to have a Necker in hand, although it's not necessary, unlike the other decks. You have 3 Neckers that get strength every time you eat something. Of course, you have 3 Van Warriors that eat the eggs. In this case, what you're looking for. And they're just really strong. They stay on the board and they eat eggs, and then they get a buff from the eggs. Arch Griffins take the place of Clear Skies because they in fact work as a clear sky, and they clear weather, so they are good for late games, especially going against a lot of monster weather. That's your win condition a lot of times. Catacan, I love Catacan. Usually what I like to do with him, round 1, you're always going to have at least one of the crones, at least I have. Play them, use Catacan to eat Weavis, and you have a nice little 15 presence on the board. The Harpy eggs are phenomenal. I love the Harpies. They spawn 2 eggs, and then of course you eat them with Brand Warriors. But the thing about the Harpy eggs is they're breedable. So you can sit there and let's say you have a Harpy egg on row 1. You breed them, now you have 4, and they're 1 strength. Your opponent, if there's no answer for them, you go ahead and use Gels and make them 6 strength, which gives you 24 points across the board, a win condition a lot of times. I have a Grave Hag. You can substitute her with Cleaver, but I like the consume aspect. So I have her, but that could be changed. I have 2 Griffins because a lot of Skellige, a lot of graveyard manipulation decks I've encountered. That's kind of techie. If you wanted to, you could easily replace these 2 with Necker Warriors for more. If you wanted to go with more Necker presence, totally acceptable to make these Necker Warriors. Giant Toad for card draw, and if you're not going against Skellige or graveyard manipulation, going against Nilfgaard, you can use them to eat the Griffins. Otherwise, why I like them. Get a nice 11 strength, draw a card on the board. Caretaker, again, graveyard manipulation, just a really good swing. Karen is phenomenal. You can eat all you want, pumps up your Neckers, and you get yourself some good value on the board that they can't take care of. Renew Caretaker or Karen is just really good. Avalok is the other gold card for card advantage, because what's going to happen is, if you're going against a lot of weather decks, you have to have the last turn. You're playing for the last turn, because you want to use all their weather, and then you save it for the Archgriffin to blow away all their control on the board and win. So that's why Avalok is in there for card advantage. And of course, Monster Nest. Like I said, you're more than capable if you're to make it more of a classic breed by taking these two out and putting Necker Warriors, and it would work just as fine. These Harpy eggs are a lot of fun to play with. They're a lot of good burst potential. I've had really good success with it. Climbing from 9 to 11. I don't get to play a lot, so I'm sure this deck can go even higher, and I'll be playing it on stream. I stopped streaming because I wanted to go on a personal journey. I had a lot of stuff in my personal life, so I wanted to make sure that I could climb with it before I started streaming, and I'm climbing pretty well, almost rank 12, and I haven't had much problem leveling. So there it is, Scooby Snacks with Breed, or the Incredible Edible Egg. I think I'm gonna do that. I think we call it just on stream, Incredible Edible Egg. It's by the way, if you're kind of what it's all about, it was a commercial a long time ago. I'm old, as you can probably tell by the gray hair. So it was a commercial called The Incredible Edible Egg, and so that's what this deck is. So it's a Harpy Egg consume deck. Again, if you want, you can change these two guys out. If you're not running into a lot of Skellige, tech these two guys out as a sideboard and put Necker Warriors in, which are going to be right here, right there. Put a couple of those bad boys in. It's not a problem. It works really fine. Or you could tech one in and one out, however you want to do it. You can take the Grave Hag out. A good replacement for Grave Hag is you can go Commander's Horn if you're looking for another good burst potential to pair with Gels, which is pretty solid. You could go, you could go King of Beggars to guarantee a Harpy or a Necker. It wouldn't be that bad in case you're running out. You can get either one of them. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and make that change right now. Put King of Beggars in. Because you could get a Harpy, or you could get a Necker, which would be really good swing, as opposed to Grave Hag. Or you could have chose Cleaver if you want to control matchup. There's a lot of ways you can change, obviously, but generally this is what it is. The Incredible Edible Egg. It works off Harpy eggs. You can buff them. You can eat them. Just good for the whole family, really. Shifu the Cards. I'll be playing this deck all this week and trying to get to 15 with it. I think this is going to be the deck I try to do it. And it's a lot of fun. I haven't run across anybody else using eggs, so does the body good. Shifu the Cards signing out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be doing some more deck guides, strategies, and gameplay very soon. Thank you very much for watching. It means a whole lot. Thank you again, CD Projekt Red, for all the cool swag. Honorary Ambassador Gwent signing out. Y'all have a good one.